The Andaman and Nicobar Islands spread over nearly 600 miles of sea in the Bay of Bengal between Cape Negrius in Burma and the Indonesian island of Sumatra is a chain of some 300 islands known as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, also called as the Bay Islands. The islands are situated within a quadrangle formed by 10 degrees north and at 14 degrees north latitude and 92 east and 94 east longitude. The total area of the islands is 8,249 square kilometers, of which the area of the Andaman group alone is 6,408 square kilometers. The Andaman group is constituted by over 200 islands and islets, while the Nicobar group consists of some 200 odd islands. The distance between Calcutta and Port Blair is 1302 kilometers. From Delhi to Port Blair it is 2496 kilometers. From Chennai to Port Blair it is 1362 kilometers. Let us look into the tribals inhabiting in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This is the South Andaman. This is Port Blair, headquarters of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This is the Middle Andaman. This is the North Andaman. Towards south, we have the Little Andaman. This is the Sentinel Island, and we are seeing here it is the Strait Island. Towards the west coast of Middle and South Andaman, we have the Jarwa population inhabiting in this region, and Little Andaman we have Wongi population, and North Sentinel Island we have Sentinel Island. This is the Strait Island where Great Andaman are inhabiting. Towards south of Little Andaman, we have Car Nicobar Island, where the Nicobaris are inhabiting in this region. Down to south, we have the Kachal, Kamorta, the islands, and coming to the down towards south, we have the Biosphere Reserve of Great Nicobar Island. It is the important island where the Shompen population are inhabiting, and the Shompens are distributed the Great Nicobar Island in different parts, which you can able to observe here. And this is the Campbell Bay, the headquarters of the Shompen population. Until the late 18th century, the Andamanese culture, language and genetics were preserved from outside influences by their fierce reaction to visitors, which include killing any shipwrecked foreigners, and by the remoteness of the islands. The various tribes and their mutually unintelligible languages thus are believed to have evolved on their own over a millennia. A clear history of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands can be had only from a British survey of these islands conducted in 1777. The Andaman Nicobar Islands remained the abode of the Nigratos and the Mongoloid respectively, who occupied the islands for centuries. These islands remained secluded from the mainland till the end of the 18th century, when people from the outside world first arrived. The history of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands can be divided into three periods, such as the British regime, that is a period of foreign intrusion and settlement. Second one is Japanese regime. Third one is the post-independence period. The history of the British in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands began in 1788, when Lord Cornwallis, the then Governor General of India, thought of colonizing the islands and instructed Lieutenant Archibald Blair and Colebrook. The first settlements was found in 1789 on the Chatham Island. After the Great Revolt in 1857, the British government thought of establishing a penal settlement here. In March 1858, the first penal settlement was established with 200 prisoners, mostly rebels from the Indian Army. The foundation of the famous cellular jail was laid in 1896. The building was completed in 1906. World War II brought another series of changes in the life of the Andamans. During the war, the Japanese occupied Andamans on March 21, 1942 and kept the region under their effective control till October 8, 1945. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, together with the rest of India, became independent on August 15, 1947. The Bengalis are the major population group which came to the Andamans after the independence. They came as settlers under the government rehabilitation scheme, which started as early as 1949 and continued till the 1970s. All these groups migrated to the Andamans from Bangladesh. The Bengalis are primarily distributed in the different districts of the North, Middle and South Andamans. Others from different parts of mainland followed in 1970, 1974, 1977, 1979 and 1980. These settlers include, among others, such as Punjabis, Marathis, Malayalis, Telugu and Tamilians. In the 2nd century, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands were located in the maps prepared by the Greek astronomer, mathematician and geographer Claudius Ptolemaeus, which possibly is the earliest reference to these islands. The early history of the Nicobar is not well known. Although these islands were familiar to traders in ancient times, the islands being situated close to the trade route to the far east. Though little is known about Portuguese activities in these islands, it is evident that the Portuguese missionaries started preaching Christianity among the islanders. The Nicobarese language also reflects a few Portuguese words. F. J. Mount, in his work The Andaman Islanders, published in 1863, gives a general description of the different islands, encounters with the tribals, and expedition notes. Apart from this, he has given a detailed description of the characteristic features of the tribals. While writing, he mentions that in these islands, man was probably still in the same condition in which he was when they were first settled, simple and primitive. Their language was barely sufficient for the expression of their few simple wants. Totally ignorant of agriculture, they have no means of making provision for the future and must be satisfied with fruits and herbs, and as they earth spontaneously produce and which the shellfishes they pick up and on the shore. Their habitation are of that simple construction and constantly moving from place to place. History of our relations with the Andamanis is one of the important document which has prepared by M.V. Portman. This is a basic report which you can observe here. He has talked about the Great Andamanis, Wongis and the Shopens of Great Nicobar Island also. Portman, in his work, given information on various expeditions which he has made and official instructions, history and a brief account of traditional norms, behavior and the settlements of the tribes in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Portman extensively worked among the South Andaman group of tribes, especially Great Andamanese tribes. Edward Harris Mann is one of the important ethnographer who has written on the tribes of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Here you can see the Edward Harris Mann. First published in 1883. Its title as The Aboriginal Inhabitants of Andaman Islands. Here he has given a detailed account of these tribals, ethnography. That is, he has given about the magic and witchcraft, which is very important to know, the tribal distribution and the tribal community, the nomadism, habitation and adoption relationships, the hunting and fishing ways and warfare. Baron Claus visited Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the year 1901. He has written a document in the Andaman and Nicobars where he has given the description of the flora, fauna and ethnology of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Alfred Radcliffe Brown published a book, The Andaman Islanders, in 1922. This book was based upon fieldwork carried out by Radcliffe Brown in the Andaman Islands during the years 1906 to 1908. The text contains detailed information on various aspects of the indigenous cultures found in these islands, with analysis of social organization, ceremonial customs, myths, legends, and religious beliefs. Illustrative figures are incorporated throughout, including numerous photographs and appendices are provided on language and technology. This book will be value to anyone with an interest in Radcliffe Brown, the Andaman Islands, and the development of anthropology. 31, which has been prepared by MCC Bonington. He is one of the British administrator, worked as the superintendent of census operation. His work, which is published in 1932, which became a basic book for all the anthropologists. M.B. Portman has documented on Andamanese languages, and his book, Manual of the Andaman Languages, very important one. The Census of India 1921 by Lewis gives us the statistical figures and also the flora fauna of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Suresh Vaidya has given an important document entitled as The Islands of the Marigold Sun. The Land and the People of Andamans by Sain is an important book which gives us the details of geographical and socio-economical conditions of the Andaman Islands. The last known speaker of the Bow language died in 2010 at the age of 85. About half of the population now speak what may be considered a new language of the Great Andamanese family, based mainly on Akajaru. Some scholars have called this modified version present Great Andamanese. The Great Andamanese language are agglutinative languages with an extensive prefix and suffix system.